Shalom. Praise glory be to you. How about Shemel Shai, Wahakad Shakar? The bonds to the apostle and elders, great millstone, who teach this truth, and the elder of me and my account, who've been teaching me and guiding me. Shalom. And shalom to the hopeful elect and to the elect, low willingness to be edifying, door exhorting. I'll probably title this, What Happens When You Die? So I got a couple of scriptures I'm going to go into and I'm going to close it out. So, the first one, let me bring it out. Second Corinthians 5:10 says, For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahushua Mashiach. It says Christ there, so we must all appear before the judgment seat of Mashiach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body, according to that he had done, whether it be good or bad. So you're going to receive a judgment. When you die, you're going to go back to the spirit world, where you will be before the throne, be before the Lord Yahushua, and receive the things that you've done, good or bad, your judgment, because judgment is not always good. Judgment is not always bad. You receive your judgment. If you've done, wickedness, then you're gonna be put down. You're gonna be sent back down to live out your judgment. Let's get that. To prove what I just said. Second Ezra 14:35 in the Apocrypha. For after death shall the judgment come. So when you appear before the judgment seat, when you die, because there is no place that you can go to right now to go to that judgment seat. So when you die, you shall appear before him to receive the things done. And it says, for after death in 2 Ezra 14:35, after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. See, when we shall live again. So when you receive your judgment, you're going to be sent back down to live again. Talking about reincarnation as well. When we shall live again, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. So if you see a midget walking down the street, man at 30 years old, a 30-year-old man, 2 feet tall, that's his judgment, and the works of the ungodly are declared. You know that he done something that the Lord wasn't pleased with at all in his past life, so he was made a midget. And that's all the work of the Lord. These crazy births, people born with all these crazy defects, no arm, no toes, missing this, extra this. They receive that judgment when they appear before the Lord. So this is what happens when you die. You done good, you're gonna receive good. You done bad, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna receive that punishment. Okay, so let's get some more scriptures. So we got because his body gonna die here. Because this flesh, this body is not gonna go before Yahushua. The body gonna go back to the ground where it came from. The spirit gonna go up. All right, so let's get that too. Because we're talking about what happens when you die, right? So Ecclesiastes 12:7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it, unto the Lord, Yahweh Shemel who gave it. So that's two separate things. Your spirit and your flesh. They're one right now, and then when you die, your spirit will go up, and your body will will be left in the ground. It's gonna go back to the dust where it came from. Your spirit gonna go to where the Lord is, to the spirit world. And the dust shall return to the earth as it was. Now let's go to Genesis 2:7. It says, and the Lord God, Yahweh Shemi Ashai, formed man of the dust. Formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living soul. So that's, the opposite of death. Taking that dust and adding it to that breath of life, that soul, that spirit, and now it says, and became a living man, and became a living soul. And, the title of this lesson is what happens when you die. It's the opposite of this. And the Lord God formed the man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. So when your spirit is called back to the spirit world, that spirit is going to get removed and separated from the dust, that body, and that separation. Dust go to the ground, and spirit back to the one that gave it. 3:19. Genesis 3:19 says, in the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground, for out of it was thou taken. See? For dust thou art, and dust shalt thou return. Pretty much it. Nothing else really needs to be said. That's it. Pretty simple. What happens when you die? Your body go back to the ground. Your spirit goes back up to the one who gave it, and you will receive your judgment, good or bad, for the things that you've done. But right now, this is the last generation, that, as we always teach from the apostles on down to us, is what we always teach, that this is the last generation. So, as of right now, you're gonna, we living out our judgment. When you go back to the spirit world, that'll be it. Unless the Lord want to do something else and send you back down right before the fire, or something like that. But because the Lord can do what He want. But that's the point of the lesson. What happens when you die? So, Lord, will us edifying, endure, exhort, and shalom.